Hi, this is Joyce
and Mufaro.
And today's video, we're going to talk about the pros and cons of starting a home care agency. And our number one point is there is always going to be a high demand for your home care services. And the reason being is that there's a high aging population that is going to increase over time. So it doesn't matter whether the country is in a recession or not, there's always going to be a demand for your home care services. And point number two is this is a type of business that is affordable to start.
Well, essentially, you can start with this business, depending on what state you are, for as little as $5,000. That includes marketing, that includes setting up your website, and we actually have a program on how to do that we're going to talk about in a second. But what's the third thing?
The third point is that this is a business that anybody can do. You don't really need to have healthcare background. But as long as you are focused, you are dedicated, you're ready to put in hard work, and also have discipline, then this is a business that you should look into.
I think it goes without saying there's a misconception, right? That a lot of people feel that they need some kind of validation from an institution or validation from other people in order to get into this business. And also, we are in a culture, and I've noticed this in America, where we have to acquire degrees. And it's just not an American thing, by the way. Even us Africans. I'm African, she's African. So Africans are obsessed with accumulating or collecting degrees.
There's nothing wrong with that too.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But here's the point. The point is that we're obsessed with accumulating degrees, and we feel like in order for us to do anything, we need these pieces of paper to validate that we can do it. I am challenging that misconception, that mindset, and tell you that you don't need a business degree to do this business.
To start a home care business.
If you are interested in starting a home care agency, all you need is your will and some money, and you can get started. For those who need some validation or a permission to get started, well, let's give them permission right now.
Yes, but also another thing in addition to that, you really need to be a people person in order to do this business.
So let's talk about being a people person. I heard that before in the past, and I kind of feel like everyone is a people person. Being a people person means you are able to relate to other people. Listen, if you're able to relate to a friend, family member, cousin, you name it, then you can get into business. It's just what it is it's fear. People are scared of interacting with strangers.
Right.
Don't be scared of interacting with strangers.
But I think it has to do with personality too. You're gonna meet different, people with different personalities.
I agree.
So yeah.
But your personality is different when you're talking to a family member. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or when you're talking to me, your personality is different from when you're talking to a stranger.
Right.
What I'm saying is, put yourself in a mindset of, this stranger's got some money, they're gonna pay me.
Yes.
So why don't I try my best to relate to this person that's gonna give me some money?
Okay.
That's all business is. I kind of see that as an excuse when people say you got to be a people person. I kind of feel like that's an excuse. I'm not a people person, so I can't get into business. That's a cop out. It's an excuse, and a lot of people have excuses. Now, speaking of the first point that she mentioned, which is there's a high demand for this business. There's a generation called the boomers that has a bigger population than the millennial, and they're much older, so our parents' age.
Right.
And guess what? That's where all the wealth is.
That's where all the wealth.
Millennials don't have money.
Right.
Majority of them are broke. So where's that wealth? The wealth is with the baby boomers, and those baby boomers can afford the services that a home care agency can provide.
Okay. But also the other thing is that due to this pandemic as well, most people now prefer to have their loved ones taken care in their own homes.
It's safer.
It's safer than, putting them in the nursing home.
Nursing homes are going out of business. If you look up a lot of nursing homes, even in your area.
And some assistant living facilities.
They're going out of business because they're often managed poorly.
Yeah.
They are not focused on quality.
If you think about it, it's expensive putting in your parent or loved one in a nursing home versus when they're in their own homes.
That's
because you don't have to worry about the rent too.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Exactly. Exactly. Now we talked about the pros. What are the cons?
Okay, the cons, number one is when you're getting into this business, or if you want to start this home care business, I emphasize that you need to be a very compassionate person. You gotta be very loving, and also I still say people person to some extent.
True. Yeah.
And you also have to have a lot of patience because you're gonna deal with all kinds of people, different personalities. So I have personally, when I was working as a nursing assistant, I worked as a home health aide. What really helped me to do this kind of job is because I'm a very patient person. Because imagine if you're working with people with Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
It's tough. You really have to have the patience.
That's true.
It's a pain. It's not easy at all.
I have to admit, I don't think I have the patience to take care of an elderly person. I don't think I have the patience.
Yeah.
So you're right. That is a con in terms of not everybody can do this.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Because it's really difficult.
It's very stressful too.
It's very stressful.
Yes. So those are the qualities that you need if you really want to get into this kind of business.
Awesome.
And then number 2 point is that when you're in that process of hiring caregivers, you should make sure that you mention to them that you're looking to hire caregivers that are open to work on the weekends or 24/7. The reason being is that you're going to have clients who might be interested in live-in cases whereby they need a caregiver, staying with them, taking care of them for 7 days, and that's where the good money is at.
That's where the good money is.
Yes.
Fortunately,
ones would want those kind of services.
Correct. Fortunately, without service, without training program that you can preview on the link below, we teach you how to hire and retain loyal caregivers that you can also manage their schedules so that you can never lose your caregivers and all the work is smooth and you're able to provide your services 24 hours if the client needs it.
That's right. And like I said, most of the good cases are the living cases that require 24/7 services.
Correct.
Yeah, so you want to make sure that whoever that you're going to hire, your potential candidates are open or willing, because you're going to have some of them that will be like, oh no, I have a family to take care of. I want to spend some time with my family. I'm only willing to work, Monday through Friday, but I can work on the weekends. So just put it out there, because maybe there are times, I believe that there are times you're going to have your clients call in and they say, you know what, we'll need somebody here to be here, for Monday through Sunday. And you don't want to say no to that, because that's money right there.
That's money. You'll lose money.
Good money.
So good point in that you have to. One of the cons of this business is that you have to manage people, and you know how difficult it is
Yes.
to manage people.
Yeah.
You have to manage different attitudes, not only of your caregivers, but also your patients,
Right.
and it's very difficult.
Right.
This is a business after all.
Yeah.
If you're working in a hospital, if you're a nurse, all that majority of those issues are already taken care of for you.
Right, right.
So you don't have to deal with it. But in this business, you have to.
Yeah. So to add on that as well is like when you have these kind of cases where you have living cases and the clients want caregivers that will work Monday through Sunday, then it's also look at it in a good way, in a positive way, because you're gonna be making good money, and that good money you'll be able to pay your
Caregivers.
to pay them a
Good salary.
good salary. So it's a win-win situation.
It's a win. You win, they win.
That's right. Yeah, so that's all I have.
Oh, those are all the pros and cons?
Yes.
Great. So I want to encourage you to take a preview of our course down below. It's a 90-day video course that teaches you how to start and grow a profitable non-medical home care agency where you're hiring non-skilled staff to work for you. So if you want to check it out, click the link below. And all the marketing is done for you as well if you sign up for the program. All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Take care.
Take care.